This is an image of a common carpenter ant, Camponotus. And just a few years ago, it won accolades at the 2022 Nikon Small World Photomicrography competition. Recognized as one of a number of images of distinction, it is striking for a number of reasons. Taken by Dr. Eugenius Kavaliauskas. And if you're wondering, yes, that is the correct Lithuanian pronunciation. The image snarls at you menacingly. And while the photo is very real, it is also deceptive in more than one way. First, as you might expect from any world-class photography, there's the alteration in the cropping and the shadows. And that's especially pertinent going into this next reason because, for example, its true eyes are not where you might have guessed. So that's not here, but rather further out over here. These compound eyes back here. Out in the corner, cropped and bedecked in shadow. And you probably thought it was these beady red eyes over here, but that would be incorrect. And while we're at it, these are not fangs or teeth. What you're witnessing is a phenomenon known as Pareidolia, and it's the same phenomenon as when you look up at the clouds and conjure up fanciful images in your brain's imagination, such as of familiar animals, human faces, and recognizable objects, such as of this sassy Volkswagen and this shadowy figure found in the bumps and deformations of this hoodie. There's a few definitions found online, but my favorite is this one from Wikipedia, which defines it as the tendency for perception to impose a meaningful interpretation on a nebulous stimuli. And there's also a good subreddit by the same name that highlights many fun examples people have come across, like this soap dispenser that refracts an image that looks like Kermit the Frog. And what you thought were its eyes are actually ball socket joints for its antennae. And this is the same type of joint that allows movement in our shoulder socket. And what you might have thought of as teeth or fangs are actually small trigger hairs used for sense perception and for grooming those same antennae. Now, as for these little indentations here resembling a navel cavity, to be completely honest, I'm not exactly sure what to make of those, other than coincidence, because while ants do have a sense of smell, they do not have noses. Rather, their sense of smell is derived from thousands of chemoreceptors located on these same antennae. And if anyone has a better explanation for these features, feel free to let me know, because I honestly saw no explanation for that in the source material, which I'll link down in the description if you're interested.